Yeah, normally I would say that the Tempo Mage is favored in the Druid matchup, but this is a much faster list from Pickle. It cuts a lot of the more anti-Druid cards like the Mirror Entity, like the Ragnaros, like occasionally Polymorph for a much more aggressive package. And I think here we're seeing kind of the weakness of that. It means you don't have those big cards to follow up on, and eventually the Druid just plays bigger cards,
Yep.
and you are very sad.
Yeah, not having a Ragnaros is a little bit rough. You know, it does enable Thunder to do things like play an early BGH on tempo for tempo, rather than holding that card in the hand, waiting around for the Ragnaros that typically resides in the top end of this mage list. So yeah, opting to put Shattered Sun Clerics in there instead. Also got some Leper Gnomes and Ice Lances in there, maybe a little bit more damage oriented. These 0-2's kind of annoying. Couple of Stoneclaw totems here hanging out on the board. At the same time, Thunder going to choose to charge in here with the Druid of the Claw.
I thought he might. Not sure if it's correct though.
It's hard to tell. I mean, you know, in some ways it leaves it more vulnerable to the Frostbolt, but it's equally vulnerable to Fireball or to, you know, I suppose that's a 4-4 or a 4-6.
Well, there's a lot of burn in hand, but unfortunately, a lot of it is not going to be able to get shot at Thunder's face without keeping this really tragic board state for the mage.
Yeah, it's like
a lot of burn, but not a lot of minions we have to develop here.
yeah, like if you play the Drake, you know, it's not really helping clear the board. You can play Drake Frostbolt on the like 4-4 or something, but
Well, not anymore. It's
yeah,
7 mana. You only have 6.
yeah,
You can Ice Lance, I guess.
yeah. I mean, you want to kind of save some of this for like Thalnos, Frostbolt, Ice Lance face, right? This represents 9 damage to face, but I suppose at this point we're not so concerned with face.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Kind of like the double trade. Maybe Azure Drake.
Okay.
He's actually going to take a much more defensive route, just cleaning up this board as much as he can.
Sure, I mean, trading a 1-mana minion into a 5-5 isn't so bad, right?
Pretty good, as it turns out.
And Thunder, again, you know, we saw Moonfire being really useful earlier, where he was able to play, able to attack in, deal 1 extra damage, and play his Ancient in the same turn. Same thing here, having that little extra Moonfire to sneak around, kill Thalnos, ensure that no spell damage shenanigans come down with, you know, being able to cleanly Frostbolt this guy off or something.
I think turn 10, both players are both pretty healthy, but I don't think it's going to be that way for long.
Yeah, I have a feeling that we're going to see a exploding Jaina sometime soon.
That is a double combo in the Hand of Thunder, and
yeah,
that's going to be tough to survive.
Yeah.
Fireball helps.
Yeah, it does. Can clear one of these minions and, you know, technically Ice Lance the other one. Drake seems like a pretty natural move here, although, you know, Water Elemental does line up pretty nicely with the board in general. Maybe even gonna Ice Lance one of these guys.
Well, if he doesn't Ice Lance anything, he is dead.
Yeah, well, there's...
Oh gosh.
I think this is where he says nature will rise against you.
Nice 30 HP would be a shame.
Well, you predicted that this life total wouldn't be the same for long, but I wasn't sure it was going to change this quickly. So yeah, an absolutely gigantic combo coming down here. Where we got 26 plus 9. Yeah.
The essential innervate button for the 1 extra armor.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, so that was pretty convincing. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty convincing. Thunder up 1-0. Usually Tempo Mage is kind of the aggressor in this matchup. It's usually fairly favored, but as always, you know, Druid can just high roll stuff.